Hello, hello. Welcome back to a brand new episode of LUXX'S CORNER. My name's Andrew, and in today's episode, we are going to deep dive into Daniel Žižka and his song Crossroads, who represented Czechia at this year's Eurovision Song Contest that was held in Vienna, Austria. Now, I was in Vienna and I got to hear this song live. And oh my god, was that such a spiritual awakening. It was so great. His vocal control was insane. And I'll be totally honest with everyone right now. He was my winner. He was my winner from the very beginning. As soon as Crossroads was released, he was my winner. It spoke to me on a musicality type level as well as a vocal um, level as well. Like his vocal is one of the best of this year. He stands up in the kind of rights of Finland, Poland, France. Like he had one of the best vocals this year. So I'm excited to go into this and its full glory because I was in Vienna, like I've said, and I got to witness this live. And seeing this live and hearing this live brought tears to my eyes. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. So, without further ado, let's take a good look at the staging for Czechia this year from the grand final performance at this year's Eurovision Song Contest. Without further ado, I'm going to hit play in 3, 2, 1. Like already, right? We're only like 3 seconds in, and the fact that he has such a striking opening image to start off the performance itself is insane. Like that's what caught me off guard when I saw it live on the big screen at first. Because when I saw it, I was seeing it in an evening preview, in the second semi-final. So I saw it the night before the live shows, and I was at the very side part of the stage, so I got to see a portion of it. I didn't get to see it in its full entirety. So seeing it on the big screen was mind blowing. That opening image had me literal goosebumps, gasping for air. I was like, oh my god, I was in complete shock. Oh, I'm gonna say this right now. The best vocalist of this year, hands down. I know a lot of people are gonna come for me because it was like Petty Parkkinen and Linda Limpenny who's had the best vocals this year. Alicia would have had the best vocals. Monroe, no, hands down. Daniel Žižka, oh my lord. His vibrato, his vocal control is so crisp, so refined, and he's only in his early 20s. I think he's 21, 22. And for someone that young to be able to have that amount of vocal control, oh my god, it just makes me want to fully collapse because that's talent and it's formality. Now, what I loved about this performance was he kept it very similar to the music video in a very in tight, closed space, surrounded by reflections of himself. The staging director in this was absolutely amazing to make this choice alongside Daniel to encapsulate the feeling of this song being stuck in this kind of constant loop of where to go and what to do. And it would relate to a lot of people. But yeah, this is dare I say, one of the best vocals, one of the best stagings this year, and deserved top 10 if it hadn't had that major video glitch partway through the performance in the grand final. That, I think, massively affected this overall placement because he placed 16th, I believe, and he should have been in at least top 10, in my opinion, if not top 5. Like, because the vocal could not be denied. The staging was absolutely impeccable, and I'll go into that a bit more later on. Jesus, Daniel. Not many people can do storytelling through their voice. It is a very heavily skilled thing to do. And for Daniel to be such a young individual and being able to do that so effortlessly with the vocal runs, the vocal trills, it just speaks levels. People are so talented and have talented people around them to be able to make that a reality. This just spoke to me on a whole different level. Compared to all the other entries, this spoke to me like up here. And then you had like the likes of Bangaranga, Mother Nature, Prey, Cry Many, that were just lower, just, and I mean ever so slightly lower. But Crossroads just had that, and like I could have that injected into my veins. Like that's how good that is. Yeah, it's the staging is so minimalist and so bare, but yet has such an impact. Like this shows that you don't need big booming production to stand out in Eurovision. All you really need is a great vocalist and an idea. And that's what Daniel and his team came about with. They brought a very simple staging concept with a very artistic view. And I know that he had kind of big names in the kind of team. I will put them in the description if I can figure out their names, because I can't figure them out on the top of my head. But I know they were quite huge names within the Czech region and the global region as well. But my God, this was just sheer perfection. Oh, run those vocals, run them down my spine, and call me fucking Dara. Oh my God, like the man's vocal is insane. Oh, oh, right. Looking back at this in a more analytical side of things, that shot where he's spinning around and you can see multiple different reflections of him, and that little kind of circular mirror effect that he had, um, is spectacular. Like I said, you don't need big booming production. All you need is a great vocalist and a brilliant staging concept, and that's what he's brought. I also wanted to touch on the lyrical content because I have seen interviews where Daniel has said he wrote this song when he was in Japan and just alone by himself, like in complete silence. those lyrics are a work of a masterpiece, a work of a genius. Like, the lyrics just encapsulate the thought of being torn into different directions, of where to go, who you want to be, and not knowing where to go in life, which I know a lot of people can relate to, including myself. So yeah, he hit the nail on the button with the lyric content and the instrumentation as well. It's so minimalist, but then has that right amount of impact to draw a listener in through and through. Now we're about to get to my favourite part. See, what I love about this song as well, it has so many different dips and divots at which it goes down, like, particularly in the bridge section, like, that I'm just about to go into. The tone and the melodic scale just dramatically changes. It has a lot more minor feels throughout it. It's spectacular, and you can feel that there's going to be a change within the song because you can hear it, and his voice is getting a bit more gritty, a bit more at the kind of wit's end, and he's ready to just snap and let it all out. And it still doesn't, feel right that he only got 16th for this. Like, he really, and I mean really, really deserved to give Czechia their best placement. And I'm gutted that he didn't, because, oh my god, this would have been a brilliant successor to the likes of Nemo, Loreen, JJ. I would have loved to have seen it in Prague, but we still have a brilliant winner in Dara. I just know that this song is most likely going to be my most played song of this year. And that's no ifs, ands, or buts. That's just a fact. This song has been on my replay non-stop. Sing it. Sing it, please. What I love when he's doing the belt, he is anchoring. He's using all that kind of strength and all that grit that he's using, and not straining his voice. He's literally belting it out and letting all that anger and all that emotion from writing this song and the lead up to Eurovision, and just letting it out. Like, his vocal into his falsetto, his mid-range to his falsetto is, oh, it's immaculate. It is immaculate to its core. And the visual where it's the wide pan going out into the crowd, and it's got this big flash of light going down in the LED flooring, had me tears welling up my eyes, goosebumps galore. And Euro Village, I really wanted this to do well, and I'm glad he got into the final. I just wanted this to have made it into like top 5, because it deserved it. The vocal deserved it, the staging deserved it, Czechia itself deserved it, because this is something they've sent that is one of the best that they've sent since they've debuted back in the early 2000s. Like, you cannot tell me that this is a masterpiece. This is a work of art. This, compositionally, is spectacular. Vocally, is immaculate. Artistically is next level. And we need to see artists like this more and more in the current mainstream music scene as well as in Eurovision. And who knows what will happen in the future. But Daniel is a main inspiration for me as a vocalist myself, so you never know what will happen. We'll have to just wait and see what happens in the future. Sing it. The extended note and the fact that he went from that belt to easily transitioning his falsetto is insane! Ah! Oh, that you can feel that he let all his emotion out in that last few notes. That takes a lot of diaphragm work to be able to perform and hit those notes effortlessly. And the fact that he done that with so much ease. And once again, I'm gonna bring his age up again. Like, he is such a young person, and the fact that he's got that vocal and he's been able to represent his country in such a global platform is going to plummet, plummet him into stardom. Yeah, I'm just speechless. Like, I'm still at a loss for words how this did not come top 5. He is going to skyrocket into worldwide stardom for sure. Czechia, this is a brilliant start for you to climb back into your winning ways. We need you to get a victory sooner rather than later. This was your opportunity to get yourself back into the final, and you've done that through flying colours. And you should be so proud of yourself. I just can't get over how much love I have for this song and how much of a fan I am of Daniel's now. Like, I'm not going to stop listening to him because of how strong of a vocalist he is. There's not many people that can have me speechless when I hear this song audibly and through through live and living color and seeing it in person. It just had me gagged, had me lost for words. We need Prague 2028. We're going to Bulgaria next year, potentially Sofia. I feel like we need to keep the winning ways for countries who have not won. So we need people like Romania, Czechia, Cyprus. Like, keep these coming because we need this more than ever now. With the Eurovision being a slogan of United by Music, we all need it to be about the music and nothing else. And the fact that we get songs like this in such a global stage is absolutely insane. So bravo, Daniel. Bravo, Czechia. And I can't wait to see what you bring next year. On that note, I'm going to end the video here because I've been yapping for nearly 20 minutes. I don't have my specs on, so yeah, 20 minutes I've been nearly yapping on for. If you've enjoyed this video, like, share, comment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to get all my latest videos and content, because there's going to be a lot more coming in the near future. And on that note, I'll see you all later. Bye.